Hello, goblins. It's Chris, Eldritch Pipes. It's an episode of this week's Pipes. I am back. I said I would be, and here I am. A little worn out. If you don't know, we had our election yesterday, and so the results were coming through from about 11 p.m. through till 4 or 5 in the morning. And this year we decided to stay up and watch the damn thing. I'm not a political person. I never have been, and at this stage, I don't think I ever will be. But we were in a right pickle. The Conservatives had to go, man. They had to go, right? They were just, it could not be tolerated anymore. So, you hope that Labour gets in. And, so they did. It was a very interesting result, because clearly most people had the same thought as well, which is just they got to go. And it's not really even so much that the Conservatives have got to go, but those people, they all had to go. Just the people had to go, you understand? Someone said it. It's very true. Everything tends towards corruption over time. It's human beings, man. The longer a thing is instantiated, the further it travels towards corruption. So you have to. That's the whole point of democracy. You have to be able to change them out. Sometimes you wonder if there's another way. But then there's also that, who said it? Democracy is the worst political system, except for all the others. Which I like. It acknowledges that there's no perfect system. Everything is a long way from perfect. But what else are you going to do? We've seen the other way that other systems turn out, and it's generally a lot worse. So, we preserve democracy as much as we can. And you go, sometimes everyone leans to the right, sometimes everyone leans to the left, and more or less you hope that you stay on course somewhere in the middle. That's about it for my political thinking. You can't get too conservative, otherwise things just get stale and corrupt. But you can't get too progressive, otherwise everything just collapses. So it's a balancing act. I've always believed that, and we'll see, I guess. But still, very interesting. Labour have now an unprecedented majority. I mean, they can do whatever they want now. And we need that we needed them to be able to just, sweep the board and do whatever it is they're going to do. Until the next election. Anyway, enough of that rubbish. You guys are facing that soon in the States. Oh man, your decisions are worse than ours at the moment. Sorry. There's a good reason to never talk about politics online. very good reasons to not do it. I'm going no further. Right, I'm smoking some Tilbury. And it is wonderful, as always. I told you last week what to expect for this week and for next week and for a bit of the week after. But, so, while we're in it, this is the pipe I'm smoking. It's just Slender Man all the way. So, let's get to it. Look at all that ring grain. Eh? Pretty tightly packed. I didn't nearly drop it. I didn't. And then on this side, the straight grain really pops out. Although you do see the ring grain as well. You get a nice spider webbing. Medium crazy plateau on this guy. You can see it's got a bit of a shape there, but it's got some really craggy pieces. It is quite craggy plateau. And the earth and ivory. With a lot of the earth in quite a few of these actually. And I'm doing so much sandblasting for these club pipes that I've just burnt through my blast media. I had to order some more. Crazy, right? And even him, look, he's got even tighter ring grain on this fellow. He's nothing but ring grain. Cordovan sandblast. Yeah, quite crazy. I didn't nearly drop him. That was just some fancy finger work. Yeah. Coffee. Who's next? He's quite a rugged fellow. Quite wild plateau. Mostly straight grain on this fellow. So everyone's going to get something a bit different. Look at that, it's almost got petals. What am I talking about? But yeah, super wild and craggy plateau. So all those three had a lot of the earth part of the combination. This is the way it happens. It's just the way it happens. Sometimes the earth and ivory tends to be at the top of the rod. It's mostly earth with some ivory, although on other rods sometimes they can mix at the top as well. Who knows why? And then, but it does tend to be like a lot of earth with some ivory coming through it. And then around the middle you sort of get a 50-50 mix. Somewhat, I think this next one is. And then on others, actually I'll show you a stem that I'm preparing. It's like nearly all ivory. Hang on. So you get a lot of variety. Yeah. A lot of webbing, so like pretty equal on the ring grain and straight grain. This guy just feels nice and rugged. And look, great plateau rim on this guy. He's just crazy. Loads of detail in that piece. So there. Oh, I was going to show you. Just in case, for those who haven't seen, the Slenderman has a carbon fibre rod. It's a reverse tenon. Which is a cool little feature. That's it. So 4 Slendermen. Next week, another 4. And then next week after that, some more. That's the way it is sometimes. So I'll be shipping those off. In fact, I'm going to be starting shipping from Monday. The strawberries are all going first because they're all done. So if you're part of the spares pipe of the year, the speakeasy pipe of the year, they're going to be going out next week. Morgan is going to wait until he's got them all before he starts sending them out, so that there's no weird sort of break in deliveries. So you guys should get them all more or less at the same-ish time, depending on your own location. There you go. All right. That's it. That's it from me. I should be back, all being well, with more pipes next week. So, until then, take it very easy. A loyal pipe maker.